The sun shone, having no alternative, on the nothing new. Rough for Theater 1.
A penny for a poor old man. A penny for a poor old man. A penny for a poor old man.
Music! So it is not a dream. At last! Nor a vision. They are mute and I am mute before them. Poor wretch. Now I may go back. The mystery is over. Unless we join together and live together till death ensue. What would you say to that, Billy? May I call you Billy, like my son? Do you like company, Billy? Do you like tinned food, Billy? What? Corned beef, Billy. Just corned beef. Enough to keep body and soul together till summer with care. No? A few potatoes, too? A few pounds of potatoes, too? Do you like potatoes, Billy? We might even let them sprout and put them in the ground when the time came. We might even try that. I would put them in, I would choose the place and you would put them in the ground. No?
How are the trees doing?
Hard to say. It's winter, you know.
Is it day or night?
Day, if you like. There is no other word for it. No sun, of course. Otherwise, you wouldn't have asked. Do you follow my reasoning? Have you your wits about you, Billy? Have you still some of your wits about you?
But light?
Yes. Yes, light. There is no other word for it. Shall I describe it to you? Have you your wits about you, Billy? Have you still some of your wits about you?
But light?
Yes. Yes, light. There is no other word for it. Shall I describe it to you? Shall I try to give you an idea of this light?
It seems to me, sometimes I spend the night here, playing and listening. I used to feel twilight gather, and to make myself ready, I put away fiddle and bowl, and had only to get to my feet when she took me by the hand.
She?
A woman? A woman. But now, when I set out, I don't know. And while I am here, I don't know. And when I get here, I don't know whether it's day or night.
You were not always as you are. What befell you? Women? Gambling? God?
I was always as I am.
Come!
I was always as I am! Crouched in the dark, scratching an old jangle to the four winds.
We had our women, hadn't we? You yours to take you by the hand, and I mine. To take me out of the chair in the evening, and back into it again in the morning, and to push me as far as the corner when I went out of my mind.
Cripple. Poor wretch.
Only one problem. The about turn. I often felt as I struggled, it would be easier to keep going right round the world. Until the day I discovered I could go home backwards. For example, I'm at A. I push on to B. And I return to A. The straight line. The vacant space. Do I begin to move you?
Sometimes I hear steps, voices. I say to myself, they are coming back. Some are coming back to try and settle again. Or to look for something they'd left behind. Or to look for someone they'd left behind.
Come back? Who would want to come back here? And you never called out? Cried out? No.
Well, have you observed nothing?
Oh, me, you know, observe. I sit there, in my lair, in my chair, 23 hours out of the 24. What would you have me observe? Do you think we will make a match, now that you are getting to know me?
Corned beef, did you say?
Apropos! What have you been living on all this time? You must be famished.
Well, there are things lying around.
Edible.
Sometimes.
Why don't you let yourself die?
On the whole, I've been lucky. The other day, I tripped over a sack of nuts.
No.
A little sack, full of nuts, in the middle of the road.
Yes, all right, but why don't you let yourself die?
I thought of it.
But you don't do it.
I'm not unhappy enough. That was always my unhappy, but not unhappy enough.
But you must be every day a little more so.
I'm not unhappy enough.
If you ask me, we were made for each other.
What does it all look like now?
Oh, me. You know, I never go far. Just a little up and down before my doorway. I never yet pushed on to here till now.
But you look about you.
No, no.
After all those hours of darkness, you don't...
No! Of course, if you wish me to look about me, I shall. And if you care to push me about, I shall try to describe the scene to you as we go along.
You mean you'd guide me? I wouldn't get lost anymore.
Exactly. I would say, easy, Billy. We're headed for a great muck heap. Turn back and wheel left when I give you the word.
You do that.
Easy, Billy, easy. I see a round tin in the gutter over there. Perhaps it's soup or baked beans.
Baked beans!
Are you beginning to like me? Or is it just my imagination?
Baked beans! Mary.
Here, dear fellow.
Oh. Oh.
Stop!
It's a gift! A gift! Stop!
Forgive me. Forgive me, Billy.
Where am I? Where was I?
Now I've lost him. He was beginning to like me. And I struck him. He'll leave me and I'll never see him again. I'll never see anyone again. I'll never hear the human voice again.
Well, have you not heard it enough? Same old moans and groans from cradle to grave.
Do something for me before you go.
There! Do you hear it? Oh, I can't go. Do you hear it?
You can't go.
I can't go without my things.
What good are they to you?
No.
And you can't go without them.
No. I'll find them in the end. Or leave them forever behind me.
Straighten my rug. I'd do it myself, but it would take too long. Do that for me, would you? Then I may go back, settle in the old nook and say, I have seen man for the last time. I struck him, and he succored me. Find a few rags of love in my heart, and die reconciled with my species. What has you gaping at me like that? Have I said something I shouldn't have? What does my soul look like?
Make a sound.
Have you no sense of smell either?
The same stink everywhere. Am I within reach of your hand?
Wait. You're not going to do me a service for nothing. I mean, unconditionally? Good God.
Your foot.
What?
You said your foot.
Had I but known! Yes, my foot. Tuck it in. On your knees, you'll be more at your ease. There.
Let go my hand. You want me to help and you hold my hand. Have you only one leg?
Just the one.
And the other?
It went bad and was removed.
What'll that do?
A little tighter. What hands you have.
It's all the rest there.
You may stand now and ask me a favor.
It's all the rest there.
Nothing else has been removed, if that is what you mean.
Is that your face?
I confess it is. What else could it be? That, my wen.
Red.
Purple. What hands you have.
Is it still day?
Day, if you like. There is no other word for it.
Well, will it not soon be evening?
Get up, Billy. You're beginning to incommode me.
Will it not soon be night?
Day, night. It seems to me the earth must have got stuck one sunless day in the grey of winter, in the cold of evening. Up, Billy. You're beginning to embarrass me.
Is there grass anywhere?
I see none.
Oh, is there no green anywhere?
There's a little moss. Good God. Do you tell me you're going to pray?
No.
Or weep?
No. I could stay like this forever, with my head on an old man's knees.
Knee. Get up, can't you?
What peace! Dora used to say, the days I hadn't earned enough. You and your harp! You do better crawling on all fours, with your father's medals pinned to your ass, and a money box round your neck. You and your harp. Who do you think you are? And she made me sleep on the floor. Who I thought I was. I never could. I never could. A string would give.
Your heart? What's all this about a
I
heart?
once had a little harp. Be still. And let me listen.
How long are you going to stay like that?
I can stay for hours, listening to all the sounds.
What sounds?
I don't know what they are.
I can see it. I can
Will
see
you
it.
not be still?
No. I can see it clearly. Over here on the case. What if I took it, Billy, and made off with it? Hey, Billy, what would you say to that? There might be another old man one day would come out of his hole and find you playing the mouth organ. And you tell him of that little fiddle you once had. Hey, Billy. Or singing. Hey, Billy, what would you say to that? There, croaking to the winter wind, having lost his little mouth organ. Hey, Billy.